Everybody, this is Robbie. It's time to play the next mod in the Perfect World Anthology, Captive Heart, which is a point-and-click adventure game. I need to check the light thing. That is dark. There we go, that's better. Hey there. Hey! Yep, point-and-click adventure, Captive Heart. It seems to be focusing on Monica, and yeah, yeah, this used to be one of my favorite mods. Yep, Captive Heart. Alright, which... Oh, I like the star thing. Not anymore because everyone everyone hates this mod now? And they won't... Or is it because of, like... Oh, God. Is it like a thing where it's like, JJ loves sucks, so everything else sucks, or something, which is just bullshit, because, like... Alright, well, let's see this mod. Let's see what it's like. For the longest time, I've admired her from afar. She's one of the most popular girls in school. The guys want to be around her. The girls want to be just like her. Her name is Monica. I'll just say so. So someone played it on YT, made fun of the game, and... Oh. Well then. That sucks. It's all just the same old stifle passions thing that I hate. By the way, are there any, like, requirements in terms of, like, getting the true ending, or can I just, like, treat this as, like, a regular playthrough where it turns into stuff, like, screw the true ending. Secret true ending. Wait, are the requirements worse, or is the true ending just not worth it? I mean, it could be both, actually. Anyway, well, there she was with her cool brown hair swaying with her every step. Before I knew it, I found... Secret true ending's not worth it. Okay. I found myself walking toward her as if my legs were acting on their own. No, stop! Why am I even doing this? I have to go before she... Oh? Hello, Robbie. You're better off watching it on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Okay. Thanks for letting me know. What can I do for you? Crap. Damn it all to hell! Wow. This can't be happening right now. I'm about to make myself look like a total idiot in front of one of the most popular girls in school. Oh, hi, Monica. Fancy seeing you here. Well, this is where we go to school after all, right? Oh, right. Please kill me now. Strike me with lightning. It doesn't even look like it's raining, though, so it'd have to be some pretty divine judgment. Have me swallowed into the earth. Anything to end my suffering. I'm just messing with you, so relax. You're right, though. We haven't seen all that much of each other lately, have we? Oh, what do you mean? Oh, you know, considering we've shared classes in the past. You don't remember? Yeah, I do, but I just didn't think you ever noticed me, that's all. Monica giggles to herself. Did I say something funny? Looks like I made you laugh. That's my first victory of the game. Oh. I just say Rocket Man misled me about what point I wrote stuff meant to connect it to Shattered Time. But he decided to make a stupidly complicated ending and not tell Shadow. I'm gonna guess that the whole wrote stuff meant to connect it to Shattered Time thing will be present in the remake then. It's just a guess. Yes. Alright. This is our first victory of the day. Of course I noticed you, silly. We even worked together on some group projects. Oh yeah, that's right. I can vaguely recall some instances of working in the past, because as I told Ninja, we're not doing that. Yeah, this seems to be quite a bit of that in the remakes. The only thing was that I was too nervous to ever really talk to her. The fact she's talking to me now so casually is boggling my mind. Well, hopefully I'll see her around more. Don't be a stranger, Robbie. If you see me, don't be too scared to say hello to me, alright? Yeah, you got it! As Monica turns away to continue walking, I suddenly feel something come over me, as if someone else was controlling me for a small window of time. Ah, Monica, wait! She stops and turns on her heel to face me again. She looks at me somewhat confused. Then I end up doing something I never figured I'd do in a million years. I like you, Monica. Let's just say someone we met in ST decided to have some fun with MC here. Ah, Tarankos again. An inciting incident for another experiment, I guess. Please go out with me. I feel my cheeks flush as I cover my mouth with my hands and turn away in shame. Did I seriously just say that to her? No, if anything, I blurted it out to her. I glance over at Monica. Of course, you wouldn't know because Rocketman decided to hide his scene in that secret true ending. Okay. I'm surprised at but she's just as red as mine. Wait, what? Robbie, do you mean that? Please kill me now. She probably thinks I'm an idiot now if she already didn't before. That's not the worst thing in the world. I just humiliated myself in front of my high school crush who happens to be super popular. I mean... that's all. As I turn away again, getting ready to run for the hills, I notice Monica smile at me. Alright, Robbie. I know you're not the kind of person to joke around about things like this. You're very honest and sincere. At least that's the impression you made on me, anyway. You really mean that? There seems to be a lot of stammering. Which, yeah, this is a pretty, like, awkward situation. And just an observation. Hey, I just said that. I'm briefly taken aback by that, but Monica's laughter puts me more at ease. Of course I do, Robbie. I value things like trust and honesty very deeply. Alright. She closes her eyes and seems to ponder on that thought before opening them and looking right into mine intensely. I can't refuse when you ask me so nicely, so the answer is yes. Wait, what? I mean, wait, what? Are you surprised? Well, yes. I didn't think you'd accept my confession to you. Hey now, don't sell yourself short, Robbie. I know you're a good guy with a caring heart. With that in mind, I'll hold you to that if you don't treat me right. No, I swear. I promise. I want to treat you with love and respect. No need to worry, Robbie. I was just teasing you a bit. I have to say, you seem to get flustered very easily. Yeah, that's also a thing I've noticed too. Monica strides over to me as I'm trying to pull myself together. She then moves to my right side, getting close to my ear. So it's like... So what, did she go like, I like that, or something? She... Oh, death mode isn't on! Okay. Okay. Hey! Dan, this is a mod called Captive Heart. That's what she did. Ah, got that right. So this is a mod called Captive Heart. It seems to be a point-and-click adventure, which... So, it's focusing on Monica. So, and with that, I find myself falling apart again out of embarrassment and nervousness. Alright, looks like starting today, you and I are officially a couple. I'll see you later, Robbie. I have to get home before it gets too late. Yeah, see you later. Sadly, that point-and-click thing won't survive into the remake. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's probably better that way. Well, I guess I'll find out, like, from my own experiences. Afterwards, I watch her swaying ponytail disappear into the distance. And what I could only call a bizarre twist of fate, I am now dating the girl of my dreams. With her beauty and intelligence, she could probably run the world. And if she had the power to code that rolling too, that went somewhere and then it didn't. With her natural charisma, I bet she really could if she wanted to. That'd be interesting to see. It doesn't seem too shocking that she's so popular and likable among all my peers. Despite sharing many classes over these last few years, I never really did speak much to her. And the rare times that I have spoken to her, she always spoke to me nicely. It's not quite why I fell for her, though. As a heads up, PW Perfect World Anthology does not have a Monica that's self-aware or able to mess with the quotes coding. She's just a regular girl. Ah, okay. That's cool. Charles has a positive and cheerful demeanor. Adding that to her already kind personality, and she's kind of like a dream come true. I have to also admit that it feels as though she has an aura of mystery surrounding her, which also might have drawn me closer to her just out of fascination. Once I reach my house, I begin to wonder something to myself. Considering the aura of mystery she gives off, how much do I know about her outside of what she does related to school? Well, I mean, considering she even has an aura of mystery, probably not much. How do I feel about her? Is this just some silly high school crush, or could it be something more? Well, one thing I do know is that I for sure like Monica, and I want to make her happy. I want her to keep smiling and never stop. Oh, okay. Huh? So it looks like the rumors were true then. Yeah, Monica's gotten herself a new boyfriend. I guess it was only a matter of time. It's only natural, right? Although I can't say I've seen him around our school very much. Him? Oh, I share math and history with him. Well, we don't talk very much. Ah, well, in any case, hopefully these two get along well. Whatever happened to her last boyfriend? What was his name? Mark? Yes, thank you. I haven't seen much of him around. I didn't even know they broke up. There's some idle chatter and gossip around me as I walk beside Monica. It's a Friday afternoon and classes have just ended. Today she invited me over to her house for some kind of surprise. I'm not one to ask questions, so I decided to go along with it. After all, who would I be to turn down a chance at spending time with my wonderful girlfriend? Alright, here we are. This is back when I was still trying to figure out what to do about the character of Mark. Ah. Oh, okay. Is Mark gonna be a recurring thing, or like, I mean... Oh, wait, no, I don't think he was right. I'm trying to remember. Sort of? Now, to me, he seems like this mysterious figure, so... But then again, we're only like 13 minutes into the mod. It's the same Mark you meet in Yuri and Kodo, for one. Oh! Huh, that's an interesting fact. God, I feel frozen in place. I'm seriously at Monica's house. My legs don't feel like moving. Yeah, him. The Mark. Interesting. Great. When I do want my legs to do their job, they won't. When I don't want them to, they end up moving on their own. Come on, silly. There's no need to be afraid. She suddenly takes me by the hand and guides me to her front door. I've never been to a girl's house before, let alone the house of a really popular girl. Please be nice to me. Yay! You can't blame me for being so nervous. Alright, well, step inside. You're gonna see a few OCs and name drop here, one of which will sadly never made it past the development saga. Oh, stage. Why did I say saga? Something's flub. Anyway. Okay. I do as she says and the reality of this moment hits me. Well, it was a saga, kinda. Okay. I'm in a girl's house. Monica's house! I haven't had anyone over in such a long time. Anyway, since you've been so patient with me, how about I tell you about my little surprise? Oh, right. So what did you want to show me? Oh, well, I'm not gonna show you anything. At least not right now. I just wanted to prepare a nice meal for you as a thank you for being such a great boyfriend. Already? We've only been a couple for about a day or so. Even so, I just wanted to do something special for you. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Celebrate the occasion, I guess? I don't need any reason for that now, do I? I mean, I just gave a reason, but okay. I suppose not. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, but you know I can't but you know I can't... But you know I can't turn down a gift of any sort from you, Monica. Why did that take 3 attempts? Oh, it'll take me a while to get everything ready. Why don't you go wait in the living room and make yourself at home while I prepare our food? Passage of time will be a little more believable for the next time around. Okay. Is that okay? Of course it is. I'm the only one home today, so it's no problem at all. Alright. Monica directs me to the living room and signals me to have a seat on her couch. Still a bit fidgety, I comply and take a seat on the right end of the couch. She promptly takes a seat on the left. So, what kind of tea do you like? Sweet tea, although I'm a fan of green tea and black tea as well. Somewhere in the distance, Yuri suddenly feels intrigued. So more than just one day of dating. Ah, okay. Probably like a week or two. Alright, I'll see what I have. If you don't like the tea, don't force yourself to drink it. Feel free to just leave it alone and I'll try and find something else for you. Pretty much. Hey, well, don't trouble yourself on my behalf, Monica. Thank you for being so understanding, Robbie. As I said, it's not often I have company over. Oh, by the way, how long do you think you could stay over? I'm a bit startled by that question. As at that moment, Monica realizes her words could be taken in an entirely different context. Wait, really? I mean, I guess. Yuri does technically exist in the universe, we just don't see her. Yeah. Okay. It's just like... I mean, I guess the context is like, stay over for the night, but it's not like... Like, it's literally only been a day. They're not gonna do any, like, adult things or something. Oh! Well, I don't mean that in a weird way or anything like that. Sari does too. In fact, I had plans to have her in this specific mod, but she was cut. Okay. Wonder if I'll find out the reason why, like, as I keep playing the game. I'd like to have ample time to make sure I get everything ready for you. It's again, literally just... Considering it's the weekend and my mother's out of town, it's not like I have to be home by a certain hour. So I guess I can stay as long as I want. Okay, good. I wouldn't want to have you staying out too late, though. Even if she's not here, I wouldn't feel right keeping you over and making your mom worry. So go ahead and make yourself at home. No, it was just because at the time I was still trying to find my voice after the previous dev team I was with basically destroyed my confidence. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure back then how to make it work. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we'll, what did I say? Well, I'm glad you're working on, like, a new I'm bad at comforting, or, like, just... So this story's kind of bare, it didn't help Rocket Man kind of sort of mess with a few things. Like the true ending? Just don't leave without eating my special dinner. I'm gonna do my best to make sure it comes out great. You know I wouldn't do something like that, Monica. That reminds me, what about your parents? Where are they at? Oh, don't worry, they're both out for today. Let's see. Had to be the actual true ending you get off the bat. Oh, like off the bat, like if I make the right choices, then the true ending, like, is... Okay. Something about a business trip that'll take all weekend long. She's rather dismissive about that question, but I don't want to pry or anything, so I just go with it. Don't worry, I'll introduce you to them later. I'm sure they'd love to meet you. There's also another ending he practically demanded that I include that I never wanted, but you'll see later. Yeah, I will. Whether it's like through my choices and like Nightmares, I just got like the wrong choice right off the bat. I hope that doesn't happen here. I think it's about time I get started on that dinner for the both of us. Like I said, just make yourself at home and I'll get the food ready. You can watch TV if you'd like while you wait. Monica gives me a cheerful smile as she gets up and makes her way over to the kitchen. So, few moments pass before boredom kicks in. I decided to take Monica up on her offer and check out what's on the TV. So far, nothing really interesting. Who the hell is Lord? Gentlemen, behold! This is Unicorn! Soon the Earth is going to be a part of me! Whoa! Before I can fulfill my ambitions, I need a lot of transforming parts, you see. Just another rerun. My boredom takes a hold of me again, and I decide to get up and walk around a bit. Obviously not to go sneaking around, mind you, but to just get an idea of what the house looks like. I leave the TV on as background noise. Take a glance at some of the decorations on the wall, which aren't needing too fancy. Useless trivia, I created this Transformers Power Rangers spoof just for this series. Ah, okay. I mean, I don't know if it's useless trivia. I mean, I'm learning something new. I look around me some more. A clock on the wall, a calendar in front of me. It all seems like a pretty normal place. So I literally sat down, created a fake story with an actual plot, and put it here. Huh. Oh, that's a lot of effort. Which I've been expecting. Behind me, there's a fish on a plaque hung up on the wall? Wait, what? Never mind, maybe I shouldn't think about it too much. It's useless because I'm just so I don't have anything useful to say. It's still interesting trivia. According to the community, anyway. Starting to wonder about the community now. Like, again, this is a community that's treating Within as the ultimate supreme Monica mod. Nothing else can top it, so don't even bother trying. So, I don't know. Oh, frick, I needed to read that. Yeah, that isn't true. Like, I mean, you're the writer. You wrote some of the stuff for the mods, so like, you played a part in making the mod what it is. Like, don't writers also like? Don't really know a lot about writers. They, like their writings. So, too bad not many see it that way. Yeah, they should. Like, or like. So, against my better judgment, I wander into the kitchen to check in on Monica. The kitchen seems to be rather quaint as well. It almost kind of reminds me of my kitchen back home for some reason. Probably As I look around, I'm broken from my train of thought by Monica's voice. What? Anyway, yeah, Within is the bestest ever! And other writers who want to make should give up. Yeah, just, I do not. Yeah, again, like you already know, I don't get behind that rhetoric. It's like how do you, like, yeah, like, how do you know that it's like, yeah, one, because Within isn't even that good anyway. It's kind of like Exit Music Redux. It was heralded as a masterpiece, and then I played it, it's like, well, Exit Music Redux kind of sucks. Same with Within, except it's like, it sucks a little less, but it's, again, still not the best Monica mod. Yeah, it's not that great from what I've seen and heard. Yeah, like forced dramas. Good. It's just, yeah, it hurts creativity. That's the worst part. Again, it just crushes those creative passions, and it's like, it's discouraging to have someone say, "We don't need you here. You have no place here." Like, just. Robbie, you know what they say, too many chefs in the kitchen spoiled the goulashes. And then I go on Reddit and see why. Oh, they're saying that? What? What are they doing? It's just so stupid. Pure Within's the best mod, don't even try. And then it's like, why aren't there more Monica mods? I don't know, maybe because you keep driving the creators away by stifling their passion, by saying that we don't need more? It's just contradiction! It's just contradicting, it's just, what the hell? It's such a big contradiction, and it's like, what? It's kind of weird how people just contradict themselves and never even realize it. It won't take me too long. Being ready, I promise. Ghastly. And I promise. Oh, right. Sorry. I guess I just wandered over here out of curiosity. Alright. In any case, please don't wander around the house too much. Oh! Come on, Monica, what do you take me for? I'm just making sure. The last thing I'd want would be for a guy to be in my room. I don't have it messy or anything, but it is a girl's room after all. I'd never do that to you. That's an invasion of privacy. Glad to see we're on the same page then. Another fun fact, you can talk to Monica in between and she'll have some different things to say. Oh, that's cool. I give her a simple nod as I start to back away. I'd just die of embarrassment if you started going through all my things and personal belongings. Right. Why would I do that? Without your permission. So can tell me where the bathroom is? Go all the way down the hall and then turn left, which also happens to be next to my room. Monica glares at me as if to reiterate her previous point. You get a few Easter eggs in there, like the first ever mention of Akane. Oh, okay. Right, okay, thanks. I back out of the kitchen and make my way to the bathroom. The TV is still going as I make my way over to the hallway. I'm gonna kill all of you! We should be saying that to you, how do I pronounce Glavion? Glavion? I pronounce it Glavion. Glavion! Super Hentai Hero Force, assemble! This is a good episode, but right now I have better things to attend to. Besides, I've seen this episode at least 20 times by now. That's how you know it's a good one, if you keep going back and seeing it over and over again. Oh, map time. Okay, I'm not gonna leave it. And here's where this game begins. Ah, the point and click stuff. Let me try Monica's food first. Alright, living room. Kitchen again. Ah. Guess we can't talk to Monica yet. Probably already have. Alright. Alright, that's the hallway. And then the first left. That looks like a left. I think that's not the bathroom. Okay. So some of these rooms you have to unlock. Some you can't go into yet. Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh, first left. This isn't the bathroom either. She said left? Or is that like... Oh, there it is. I proceed to the bathroom and take care of business. Okay. As I'm washing my hands, I also take a moment to splash some water on my face. I think I'm feeling more nervous about this than I thought I did. I dry my hands and my face when I notice something caught on one of the drawers for the sink. I know I said I wouldn't go snooping around, but I'm sure she would understand that I'm trying to help. Yeah, explanations. Upon closer inspection, it seems to be a torn paper scrap. What even is this? I decided to look it over for myself. I had a test at school today. To the surprise of no one, I managed to do pretty well on it like I always do. I'm a very prudent student after all. I give everything I've got to whatever I apply myself to. Alright, counter. And I'm counting all trivia. It's a fun fact. How much is it? It's complicated. There we go. It seems to be a diary entry? I recognize Monica's pristine handwriting, so I guess this belongs to her. I turn it around and I notice something's written on the back. At the entrance. The entrance. What? What even is this? I should probably just ignore this. I know I should, but then my curiosity gets the better of me. I swear, my curiosity is gonna be the death of me. Like in that one saying about the cat. The diary scrap seemed harmless enough, but at the entrance? What could this mean? Is this part of a set of instructions, or a clue to something? A scavenger hunt? No, don't be crazy. Fine. To end this crazy train of thought, I guess I'll just look around and prove to myself nothing's going on. Alright. Check out those others. You know I can't go there. Ah, so that's Monica's room. Nope. I don't want to go there. Okay, so the 2 rooms on the right are cursed then. Anything, or... Oh, talk with Monica? Sure. Robbie? I hope you're not snooping around the house too much. No, of course not. No can do, I can't go for that. Okay. I'm just walking around the house to stretch my legs. Alright, so long as we understand each other. I guess there isn't anything wrong with that. Just remember not to go into my room. Got it? Got it. It's literally locked anyway, so I can't do anything. I look through the cupboards and pass over some of the slippers for guest use. There are some shoes lined up neatly in one of them, and they appear to be rather dusty. My eyes widen as I see what looks to be another paper scrap in one of the shoes. I take it for myself and read it over. I love giving everything I can to what I love, whether it be my schoolwork or my extracurricular activities. A lot of the other things I love to do require money, though. I do get money from my parents, but mostly for emergencies. Besides, I don't want to rely on them forever. I have to learn to stand up on my own 2 feet, after all. Lucky for me, Megan offered me a part-time job at her uncle's cafe. Megan? Okay. Part-time job at her uncle's cafe. So she works at a cafe. If she ever shows up again, that's probably where she'll be, at the cafe. Doing that just seemed to add more stress on me. A little too much stress, if you ask me. Still, I need to have money on me in case I need any school supplies or clothes. This will be a good experience for me as well. Yeah, handle high-stress environments, I guess? Megan, maybe ask about that later? I knew that Megan was a character who was mentioned in Carpe Diem, Tainted Love, and this mod. Mentioned a ton, but never seen. Okay. I knew that Megan was captain of the tennis team for school, and that her friend Megan was her co-captain. Oh. Also captains of the tennis team. But I didn't realize she was under so much stress from the sound of things. I turned the diary scrap over, and sure enough, there's something written on the back of this one, too. Dad's trophy. Dad's trophy? So I guess search the rooms for anything that vaguely looks like a trophy. This is almost starting to feel like some kind of bizarre scavenger hunt the more I think about it. Lo and behold, it would seem I found myself caught up in it. I guess I've come this far, so there's no point in giving up now. Looking back, I did see that weird fish on the wall hanging there, like some kind of trophy. Maybe that's the trophy? I don't know. I had concept art for her and even some bit of backstory, but she was cut after realizing we had to prioritize OCs we needed more. Megan kind of started as a joke character. I'm guessing those OCs were Mayo, or Mio. Is it? I think I'm pronouncing it Mio. Mayo, or... We don't own Mio in Kononoha. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Okay, nothing. Monica has nothing to say about that. Let's go back to that living room. Lock hands and assume the Henkai Force Circle Formation! I don't know if that's a circle. Go! Increase our power! Oh no! My dream is ruined! Come and help me! Somebody quickly! Get him! I passed by the TV to observe the large fish hung up on the wall in front of me. Circle formation and everything. We needed more important OCs for the October Horizon project. Oh yeah. Ah. Use your imagination. For the show? Yeah. There's an engraving at the bottom of the plaque. Big Bertha. No, for the fish. Oh, okay. Need more important. An obvious name for an obviously big fish, I guess. A bit too on the nose for my taste, but now is the time to think about it. As awkward as this whole thing is, we had to work with what we had back then. Okay. Yeah. I'm guessing that's why the kitchen looks like the MC kitchen background. It's okay. I get it. Again, don't blame mods for like the resources that they have in terms of like if the resources are limited. Here's the trophy, but now what? Yep, and MC even calls me out on it a little bit. Yeah, I was wondering what that was. It's like, it almost looks like my kitchen in my home type deal. And like how he calls me out on naming the fish Big Bertha. I mean, just judging by the description, it does seem to be a pretty big, like, trophy. And alliteration is fun. A torn piece of paper falls up from it. Thank goodness I didn't have to look inside the fish. I take the paper and sure enough, it's another torn diary scrap. I got yet another confession this week. Not to sound vain, but seriously, how many love confessions have I gotten this month alone? I often forget that I'm very popular among my peers. Unbelievable! I forgot to read that. I'm kinda used to poems, so I thought that was a poem title. It's also a reference to the episode of Dexter's Lab that inspired it. Huh. Guess I'll add that to the reference counter after this. I often forget, I didn't think popularity would lead to so much strangeness. Still though, I do wish I could find the right guy for me. Even though I'm popular, I feel like no one knows me that well. I wonder if this guy is just looking for a boost in popularity, or if he's serious about wanting to be my boyfriend. I just wish I could have an actual meaning relationship with love and trust and dedication. Is that too much to ask? I don't want to bother with anyone if they aren't going to take this seriously. I'd feel better about the whole thing if I were already falling in love with the guy when he confesses to me. Outright saying I love you just seems like rushing things too much, especially when you barely know me. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought of it, but considering how popular she is, I guess Monica does get a lot of guys asking her out. In this case, straight up confessing their love for her. Alright, and reference. Character. There we go. Come to think of it, weren't those two girls talking about another guy who confessed to her? Well, whatever. Looking over the diary scrap again and remembering the previous ones, I suddenly feel guilty inside. The more I think about it, the more I realize I truly don't know too much about Monica personally outside of the talk around the school. I can't help but wonder why she accepted my confession to her. I don't know, maybe it seemed genuine? I'm snapped out of my daze when I remember to look at the other side of the paper. Are you going to stay the night? Is that a question or a proposition? Now's the time to think that way, Robbie. Then again, given how Monica enjoys teasing me, I guess it wouldn't be out of the question that she... I'm gonna hate myself for doing this, but something tells me I need to look somewhere in Monica's room. I'm sorry, Monica, but it's your fault for hiding these diary scraps all over the house. Well, then. Talk to Monica one last... Never mind. Well, there's the hallway. Alright, go to the door that is in the bathroom and gently turn the doorknob. Now we need to be really careful. Yeah, right off the bat, he just breaks into her room. He's getting too invested in this scavenger hunt. And I tell ya. I've got to find all the diary scraps! My palms are sweating and my muscles tighten. Then against my better judgment once again, I gently open the door. Well, you've done it now. There's no going back. You've officially broken into a girl's bedroom, and you're now gonna snoop around for some cryptic diary scrap. I doubt anyone would believe me if I told them. I know Sari would have a field day teasing me. Hey, Sari mentioned. I turn on the light, okay, and look around the room. We were limited with how many rooms we had based on Rocketman's design here. Oh, you mean in the map? There's a bookshelf on one end. There's a desk on the other. Yeah, see, she does exist. I mean, it'd be weird if that was like, oh, I'm not in this game, I guess I just don't exist! Yeah, I designed this whole map and it kind of forced me to work around that. As I make my way to the bed, I notice a picture on her nightstand. It seems to be of Monica and her parents, who all seem very happy. Like, what am I doing? Now stop wasting time, just get this over with and get out. Drag to the floor and look under the bed. That's probably the easiest place to start without doing any noticeable damage. Sure enough, there's a torn diary scrap. Okay. Yay! We got the scrap for the scavenger hunt! Now we need to get out after reading this. Why are we reading this in here? Why can't... Like, we're reading this in the room, why aren't we just pocketing it and getting out? Lately, I've been wondering to myself if I'm truly happy. Why am I feeling this way? Is there something in life that I've missed somewhere? Am I not happy? I feel like I should be. I know it sounds silly, but I hope I can have a truly happy life. You know, finding that special someone and buying a house together, maybe have a well-paying job. Best of all, I'd love to spend as much time with my husband and children as much as possible. I'd go to work, come home, spend as much time with my wonderful children, and at the end of the day, my dearest future husband. Wow, that's some serious life plans. I mean, what if you're in the closet or something? Like... This kind of reminds me of the last diary scrap I found. Monica seems to value family a lot. I imagine I'd get laughed at if I told anyone, but I've often thought about having something like that in the future. I'd love to find someone special, buy a house together, have a loving family someday. Although considering I'm still in high school, it's probably too early to think about all that. Yeah, especially considering you're in Monica's room when she told you not to be in there, so, you know, I got laughed at a lot whenever I told someone those were my dreams for the future. That feels weird to me. Isn't that, like, the dream for the future? Like, that I hear in TV and movies or something? You know, find someone who cares for you, become you, and then in the future you get married and have children. Isn't that, like, the future that gets described a lot? Feels a little weird to have someone laugh at you about that. Like if you hear about it on TV a lot. I look at the other side of the paper, and there's scroll down. It's proper for guests to wear these around the house. Oh, this is a widow. Yeah, and yet people apparently think it's hilarious that those are what I hope for someday. Well, those people have a weird sense of humor. Like... That one was pretty straightforward. I guess it's back to the entrance for me. Time to get out of this room before I'm caught. Get out! I usually need a good excuse before entering a new room. So... Indeed they do. Wait a minute, the clue said something about being proper for guests to wear around the house, right? There's a chance I'll find something like that near the entrance. Kinda wish I didn't have to be going back and forth, but oh well. Some of the struggles Monica and MC go through come from my own experiences. So this feels personal, in terms of like the mod has a personal feel to it. It's interesting. Still walking around the house, Robbie? Yeah. Thanks again for being so mature and understanding. I hope you're not too bored. Oh no, I'm just watching this marathon for Super Henkei Hero Force Go on TV right now. My friend Akane is a huge fan of that show. Not what I'd expect her to watch, but to each their own. Something about nostalgia really gets you. Akane mentioned too. Yeah, so that's why I need someone to make fun of the mod and some of Monica's struggles. Wait, why? Like you know, I think the thing about the whole... Well, you'll see. Got it. Time to get out of the kitchen. I don't know why I waltzed in here anyway. I have a scavenger hunt to complete. That requires breaking into someone's room. It's some scavenger hunt. Probably just talking to Monica, you know? Weird that I'd have to pass by the entrance twice, but oh well, no point questioning things now. I look over to the guest slippers lined up neatly by the door. Upon further inspection, I find a torn diary scrap. My heart is beating so fast right now. I swear I feel like I could fly if I wanted to. There's this guy I've had my eye on named Mark, and he confessed to me today. This feels too good to be true. You could say I'm literally on cloud 9 right now with the way I'm feeling. You're passing by again because of limited resources, but don't question it. Also, that's also where you'd usually store your slippers, right? In the house. So there's also that. I know I said it before, but I get so many confessions from the guys at school, but deep down, I don't think they're serious. Even then, half the time, they're from guys I'd rather not like to get a confession from. With Mark, though, I don't feel that, so I decided to take a chance on him and accept his feelings. I kind of wonder if maybe Mark will be the one, if he'll be the one who understands me. Considering MC's position as Monica's new boyfriend, I don't think he did. Oh no. Mark, now I remember. That was the guy Mio. Gotta figure out how that's actually pronounced. I think I've been saying Mayo a lot, I'll keep saying that. And Kononoha we're talking about. Strange, Monica seemed to like this guy. So where is he now? I used to see him once in a while around school, but then he just vanished. There's been gossip around school about what happened to him, but it's all senseless rumors and nonsense. I turned the diary scrap around. It's too hot to play. This one is kinda confusing. Kinda reminds me of some song my mom used to listen to in the radio. Right? Think. You figured out the one with the bed, so you could figure this one out too. And again, that one was just me being stupid. Wait, I have an idea, but I'll have to play my cards right. I guess it involves asking Monica again? Yep, I figured. Monica's still busy making food as I step into the kitchen. I'm just gonna, like, save right here. Hopefully she won't get suspicious. I make my way over to the fridge and open it as quietly as I can. For hot days outside, what's a better way to cool off than with something nice and cold? At least that's my logic. The obvious choice would be the freezer. Gently open the freezer door and look around. Behind some popsicles is a folded piece of paper. Take it. Ah! Robbie, what are you doing here? Oh, no, think of an excuse. Crap. I clench my fist around the paper and then grab a popsicle. Oh, hey, Monica. I'm sorry, I was feeling a bit parched, so I felt like a popsicle. I didn't want to upset you again, so I wanted to be nice and quiet. Monica jump scare. Yep. Oh, well, that's nothing to feel bad about. I guess it is taking me a bit longer than I expected to have dinner ready. Don't need to worry. Just don't overdo it, okay? I think it's a bit too late for... Oh, you meant with the wandering around. Not with the wandering around. You meant with the food. Never mind. I want you to have a healthy appetite when the food is ready, okay? You got it. She flashes me a warm smile as I hightail it out of the kitchen. Damn, that was close. Okay, time to see what this diary scrap says, assuming it wasn't ruined by the ice or the popsicle juices. I feel like no one truly Oh, I like the detail of purple there. I feel like no one truly understands me. My friends don't seem to know me all that well. My parents are constantly pressuring me to do well in school. It's like they don't even care about my feelings. It was a great popsicle. Okay. Yeah, nice design. Yeah, it is a nice design. Neat little pattern. It's like they don't... I feel as though there's no one out there that gets me, you know? This one seems to be building off from the last two entries. Monica's been under a lot of stress lately. I can't help but feel terrible inside, as though I'm one of those people that doesn't know her well enough. I also had no idea her parents are putting her through this. On the bright side, at least you're learning more. Right? My mom was never one to force me to do anything beyond my capabilities. It seems the same can't be said for Monica's parents. I look over to the other side of the paper. Study X study. I have a few ideas for what this can mean. For now, though, my first order of business should be to toss out the popsicle state now that I'm finished with it. Bit of a reference to my dad, who didn't seem too happy with anything I did. Always made me feel like a failure. Sorry that happened to you. There doesn't seem to be a trash can in here, so I guess it's back to the kitchen for me. I walk back into the kitchen again, except this time I'm not trying to be stealthy. Monica looks over to me, but I wave the popsicle stick in my hand for her to see. She smiles at me and turns back to her boiling pot. As I toss the stick away, I hear her yelp in pain. Ah! Damn it! Monica? Are you okay? Monica rushes to the sink and starts dousing her hand with water. No, it's fine. I'm still trying to get past all that, but sometimes it hurts still. Yeah. I'm fine. Well, she seems hesitant to speak. She almost looks ashamed. I wasn't paying attention just now when my hand brushed up against that boiling pot, so I just... Oh, right after she looked my way, she must have... Monica, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Sorry? For what? At this point, what am I not sorry for? The obvious thing right now is for distracting her, but from her diary scraps, I can't help but feel like an awful person. And she dries off her hand, I take it in mine and squeeze it gently. Robbie? What? Wait, mine? Oh, mine. That's supposed to say mine. And the letters are literally right next to each other on the keyboard. Not really literally, they're just really close. I've never had my hand held like this before. Wait, Mark's never done that? What? Oh. In fact, I don't think I've ever really been alone like this with a guy before. Okay, what the hell happened to Mark then? Cause... Monica's understandably flustered, as am I. She's kind of adorable when she's flustered. Honestly, I can't say why I felt like I had to do this. You'll see. Why did I say you'll see in that tone? Weird. You'll see, yeah. Maybe it's the guilt I'm feeling deep down, or maybe it's because I never want to see her sad or in pain. If I could, I'd like to do whatever I can to make sure she's always smiling. Robbie? You're... Oh, I thought there was more. I thought I skipped it. I don't know what to say. I'm just... Before this gets any more awkward than it already is, I let go. I'm sorry for distracting you just now. I didn't mean to hurt you. Oh, don't blame yourself for that. It's not like you burned me yourself. How would he even... Oh, right, take the hand, do that. That feel very cruel. It was an honest mistake. I should have been paying better attention, that's all. Please don't feel bad, Robbie. I know you'd never intentionally try to hurt me. I mean, I guess, yeah. It was never his intention on the scavenger hunt, right? Thank you, Monica. I just don't like seeing you get hurt. You took me by surprise there. Didn't realize you were so sensitive. Monica's blushing to herself as she looks away from me. Thank you. She throws her arms around me without warning, really catching me off guard. I'm not sure why, but I think I needed that. Monica sighs happily as I return her hug. After a moment, we finally break apart. Okay, back to business. I hate to ask, but if you could just wait a little bit longer, that would be much appreciated. You've got it. We both smile at each other as we turn away and go back to our respective stations. Damn, might have to lay off watching Super Henkei Hero Force Go so much. The hell did that show have to do with this? What? I'm trying to think back. Like that was what was on, or like... Because their ranges, robots, battle... Oh, station! Oh, how did I not get that? I thought that was referring to the situation, like, damn, like, I thought it was like, damn, watching that show caused this to happen, but... Speaking of which, as I go back to the living room, it seems they're playing the next episode on TV. Who the hell is... The Super Henkei Hero Force better prepare for their deaths, because they're gonna die. They're all doomed, and only heading to their own graves. With Lord Glavion gone, now I will assume control over the War Makers. Then I'll send those fools to hell! That must be a marathon today. I mean, it seems like it. Well, considering it's all reruns anyway, I'm not missing much. I have other matters to attend to now. The clue said study X study, right? Fortunately, there's only one other place I can think to go right now that involves studying this house. Monica's bedroom. Why not the other rooms? Maybe one of them's a study room or something. I hate to do this, but looks like I'm going back in. Alright, this is where we have our first little be right back break. Again, these are really, really quick, so... And we're back! Let's see what else this holds. So, try checking the other rooms. We should be searching for clues. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Maybe there's a study room. I guess not. Let's go back in. You know, after the first time breaking into a room, this doesn't feel as bad. This better not become a habit. My eyes wander over to a bookshelf. There's some textbooks lined up at the bottom. If my hunch is correct, they might hold the next diary scrap. I shift through them one by one, carefully taking them out and going through the pages. Yeah, we didn't have a study room back then. We do now, though. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Soon enough, I find something hidden in a trigonometry textbook. It's the next diary scrap. I have to be a straight A student. I have to be a modern student. A model student. I want everyone to be happy with me. I don't want people to hate me or think less of me. I'm trying my best. I know I am. Why am I pushing myself so hard? Because I want my parents to be proud of me. That's what I keep telling myself whenever I feel like breaking down and crying myself to sleep. All I do is study, study, study to the point of exhaustion. In the end, I feel like it's all for nothing. I'm living in a state of constant fear. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! These are some of the thoughts that kept me up at night. Whew. Wow. I immediately drop the paper and take a few steps back, tipping and ending up on her bed as the paper flutters to the floor. What did I just read right now? That was Monica's handwriting, but those words, they sent literal chills down my spine. The fuck? What the hell? Who even does, what do you mean? I left a stream after that. Wow. Apparently people crying themselves to sleep is hilarious. Yeah, kinda am anyway. No, I don't even think it's that. Who even does that? Like, he thinks it's not a realistic thing for Monica, the character, to do or something. Still kind of weird. Still don't like what he that whole... Did you say anything in the stream, or no? See, that was my thinking as well. Like... Yeah, I probably would have left then if I was, like, following that streamer or something. One of my patrons to succeed in school into Monica. Wait, that makes sense for her character. She's the popular student. She's popular. She's the student athlete. Or at least... But supposed to be? What the... How is that out of her character, actually? Or not a realistic thing, like... Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, when it comes to both me and this girl, I had strong feelings for her, struggled to love herself. Oh, okay. There's... Again, a lot of personal experiences and feelings went into this mod. That's... Kinda and Monica are my way of paying tribute to her. Okay. Don't even know what to make of it other than Monica's under a lot of pressure. That much is certain. I just had no idea it was this bad. Crying herself to sleep? Yeah, that's why it really hurt. Yeah, I imagine it would. It's not even funny. How the hell? That girl passed away in 2022 after we had a rough falling out. And I don't even want to imagine that. Sorry, I don't know what to say. Again, I'm not used to... Like, it doesn't... Just trying to find the right... In reality, what can you say? Yeah, I don't know. I get off the bed and make sure to fix the sheets to hide my presents. I then snatch the paper in my hand and look at the back. If you break it, you bought it. If you read someone's confession that they do this, you'd be shocked stiff, right? Yeah, I would. Just... Yeah. This way MC's even here, like, what do I even do with this? Yeah, exactly. You break it, you bought it. It sounds like something the cranky old lady running the pottery store my mom likes would say. Okay, nice, neat little tidbit there. Well, if I go off of that line of thinking, then maybe I have an idea of where I should go next. Into a new room or something? Nope, I guess back to the living room? Commander Senator Maximus. Sadly, he doesn't say it here. Yeah? Prepare for your death today. You're gonna die! You've said that. Normally I wouldn't leave the TV on like this, but if I want to keep Monica from getting suspicious, I have to create the illusion that I'm watching TV and not snooping around. Anyway, we walk past the TV and approach a lone vase. Ah, so it's in the living room. It's about the only other valuable-looking decoration I can see that fits the bill. There's a fake plant sitting in the vase. I yank the flower out and take a hold of the vase. Shaking it, my efforts are rewarded with a torn diary scrap falling to the floor. Lately, I've been taking up cooking a bit more. I'm not sure why, but I think Natsuki's influence has started to rub off on me a little. Hey, Natsuki mention! Well, like Natsuki, however, I've always wanted to try and make my meals, so I don't have to rely on anyone else or resort to takeout so often. Not to mention, I can keep up with my vegan lifestyle this way without having to worry about what food a restaurant has, so it all works out in the end. I've mastered making dishes involving rice, potatoes, and soup very nicely. I bet I could easily win over a guy's heart with my cooking in no time. Wait, what am I doing thinking about that stuff? Anyway, I'm sure I'll be good at cooking in no time at all, so long as I keep practicing. I guess at this point, Mark is gone, then. Something happened, they had a falling out, and now we're here. So Monica lives a vegan lifestyle. Interesting. I need to keep that in mind for the future. The future being the dinner. Don't expect any meat in that dinner. But, you know, at least casually bring it up in conversation somehow without letting her know I've been collecting these diary scraps. You know, some of the... I can think of a few away, like, oh, what are your favorite foods? Or what are your favorite, like, dinner options? Or something. Well, time to see what the next clue is. Baby, it's cold outside! Okay. Let me guess, back to the entrance? Yeah, we seem to be revisiting that location a lot. Dang it. If these weren't in such a particular order, I'd just go for all of them in the same area, so I'm not going back and forth so much. Alright, back to the entrance. Wait. Yeah, I probably missed some dialogue. Like from Monica in the kitchen. There are 3 coats hung up by the door. Just to be on the safe side, I'll check them all. Imagination. Okay. Yep. The first 2 have nothing inside of them, but upon searching the last one, I find a diary scrap in the pocket. My name is Monica Akiyama, 18 years old, Virgo. I have aspirations to learn how to play the piano and maybe become a good writer. I was the president of the debate club for a while until I got fed up with all the politics and formalities surrounding the major clubs. I also lead the tennis team with Megan Shinjo, one of my closest friends. Or not Megan Shinjo. That little line is longer, so that's probably a J. However, honestly, I don't see myself as being extraordinary in it. People say I'm popular. How did that happen? I remember I heard some girl named Kononoha say I'm quite the charmer, but I don't see it. I'm not trying to be popular, but it just sort of happened, I guess. I almost kind of wish I didn't have everyone's eyes on me. It just makes the stress feel much worse. I just want to be a straight A student to please everyone like I'm supposed to. Guess that's why I've heard people call me the class star behind my back. Oh, and in their thoughts, too. Whatever makes Mom and Dad happy. They're happy when I succeed. When I don't, though... Oh, shit. Implications. Megan was eventually replaced with a Kiyomi character made by Otis Stormblade, since she kind of looks similar to Megan and carried that same air. Okay. That's interesting. That can't be it. Where's the rest of it? This one ended on a rather concerning note. Yeah, those are concerning implications. It almost makes it seem as though her parents are... No, I can't jump to conclusions. Yeah, so in the remake, Kiyomi will be taking her place. Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks for telling me. Upon looking over the paper to find the rest of the entry, I see the next clue written on the back. Garbage Day! What, are we going outside? That's a pretty odd clue. Although this one is probably one of the most Why am I reading that in the Monica voice? The fuck? Well, probably one of the most straightforward ones of the whole bunch. Do we go outside or back to the kitchen? For all three people who might have wanted to see Megan. I slowly approach the trash can while Monica continues to prepare the food. Thank God there's not a lot of trash in here. It's mostly papers and random pieces of tape. I think now's the time when we're gonna have to start coming up with a thing. Because it's like, it's gonna look real suspicious going... It's like, why are you rummaging around the trash can? I sort through whatever paper scraps I can find until I locate the one I've been looking for. Better get out of the kitchen before Monica finds out I'm here. Ever since that one special day, it seems everything has gotten a lot more interesting around these parts. I honestly don't even know what Mom is telling me anymore. Dad is just speaking a lot of nonsense as well. Funny. After all the commotion, things got quiet, and I was almost sure my parents weren't going to be trying to do anything to hurt me anymore. I felt like it was like a serious weight was just lifted off my shoulders, and now I can be more at peace. In a way, it feels like all's right in the world now. Yeah, also a good idea to make multiple saves. You're approaching one of the big ones soon, aka the one I hate. It almost seems like something is missing between this scrap and the last one. This one is cryptic as hell to boot. What does this even mean? I have a bad feeling about this. Anyone else would probably have left ages ago, but not me. Maybe it's because I'm stupid. Or maybe it's because I'm scared for Monica. I turn over the paper to look over the next clue. And a silver garden with you. Assuming there isn't a literal silver garden somewhere, I'm going to guess it means just a regular garden with plants. Great, so now I have to go outside? It's not like I'm leaving the house or anything, but then... Damn it, what's with this fortune cookie talk scavenger hunt? Yeah, that's the second time we've mentioned fortune cookie talk. It'd probably be suspicious if I asked Monica where the garden is, so I guess I'll look around. Doesn't mean we can't try talking to her anyway? Yeah, nope. Pick a room. This one? It's locked. This one? This one. If there were a door that led outside, where would I be? The one that isn't locked! Process of elimination is great. He said. Fortune cooking nonsense is one of the running themes for this series. Yeah, like a ritual to go back in time or a cryptic scavenger hunt. Hopefully one of these doors could lead me there. Or a virus that takes the form of your best friend. I head to the door in front of Monica's room, hoping Monica doesn't finish cooking and then start looking for me. I open the door, but it reveals a stairway leading down. Curiosity is not a sin, but I feel it is going to be the death of me. I search for a light and make my way down. Inside Monica's basement. Don't know what I was expecting. There's nothing much going on here aside from some boxes of clothes and random odds and ends. I notice a flashlight at my feet as I turn around. Huh. Maybe I should hold on to this just in case. Maybe it'll help me when looking for clues. Oh, did I just think that to myself? Is that a reference to something? I guess we got an inventory item. Whatever. Got to find the backyard. After that unnecessary detour, I make my way outside. I mean, it's not really unnecessary. You've got a flashlight. No, don't even say that. Oh, okay. Okay, I won't. Rocket Man wanted to make an inventory system for the remake. Oh, inventory system. Yeah, I won't. So, long story short, no inventory system. Yeah, don't mention it. I'm hoping Monica doesn't see me out here. Don't know how. I mean, does the kitchen have windows to the garden? I scan the area and find a secluded area full of flowers. Well, flowers were literally... Imagination. Got it. This has to be the garden and the clue. If it's not, I'll eat my hat. I guess MC's wearing a hat here? Yeah, if you were here, you'd be telling me endlessly about all the items we could put in this game. Sounds like you wanted this to be an RPG or something. Or just one of, like, those, like, point-and-click adventure. No, I mean, this is kind of point-and-click, so I wanted it to be more of that. Practically, yeah. Which have grown to be very large and look through them. Sure enough, I see something white sticking out of the ground. I push back some of the flowers as I reach over and pluck the paper from the ground. I'm starting to question if anyone will truly understand me. All I see is the mask I wear just to avoid disappointing anyone and making them hate me. This isn't who I am at all. Does anyone even want to bother trying to get to know the real me? People can be so foolish sometimes. Yeah, I'm getting that a lot. Which you can do in Retby, but it's kind of lengthy and complicated. Yeah. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, they're foolish enough to stifle creative passions, even though they want more creativity. It's so contradictory. All the guys in school are going gaga over a person that doesn't entirely exist. I'm trying to invest to do good in school. Oh, and for what? What's the point of it all when it doesn't get me anywhere? Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, I'm starting to feel that a lot. The century just adds to my already alarming concerns about Monica's mental state and well-being. Like. Yeah, I felt that a lot in my early college years. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, I'm feeling that now. I just feel stuck. A little. Like wondering what to do next, you know? Kind of feeling stuck right now, too. Really? So it's like a little message from the past, from past me. I guess you could take it that way. It's a good way to take it, you know? Hey, past me, future me here, kind of struggling, but hanging in there. I kind of want to write a message to the future me, too. Like I'll come back to this, like I'll come back at some point, find it, and then look back on the past, like when I'm in my 20s or something, you know? Until they may be able to find girl in the mirror. Okay? Yeah, I get that. Okay, so this one seems a bit on the nose, given what I just reading. I'm gonna assume there's a mirror somewhere. Wait, I think I saw one in the basement. Is that or either that or the one I saw in the bathroom. Alright, well, maybe it might be a good idea to check in on Monica just to see how much time I have to work with. Useless trivia. This was the clue that confused everyone. Ah, really? Okay. Well, there's a lot of stuff to work with, so... Should probably... Wait, how do I put that, like... Hey! The bathroom is what will lead to the secret. There's a lot of setting up to do. I mean, it is the bathroom mirror, so, like... You guys are gonna be dead! Not likely! Let's see you change your tone when I send you all to hell! No way! Just before heading into the kitchen, I leave the flashlight on the sofa. Monica would probably get suspicious if she sees me walking around with this thing, right? This isn't Doku Literature Festival. No, it's not. It's a point-and-click... It's a personal point-and-click adventure game type thing. I don't think there's really a festival in this one. So you'd have to go back to the basement after this whole thing. Doing it. The more I stare at that dazzling smile from my heart, the more I wonder if this is the mask she wears that I'm seeing. Holy fuck, it's Mon Egka. Okay, where'd that come from? I've never heard that one before. Take my meds today, ignore me. Okay. Okay, well. Oh, hi, Robbie. The fruit is almost ready. I'm sorry if it's been taking a while. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for being so patient with me. Of course, Monica. It's the least I can do as your humble guest. My, how polite of you, good sir. I want to know what's the deal with the diary, but at the same time, I can't just literally ask her about all these scraps hidden around the house. I'll send you mod leaks as an apology. Mod leaks? That's... okay. Don't know if I want to see that. I don't want to get spoiled on, like, mods. On, like, potential mods. I like being surprised by things, you know? Like twist endings and stuff. Wait, I have an idea. A stupid idea, but hopefully it works. Say, Monica, I was just wondering about something and wanted to get... good. Thinking about it. My mod. Oh! Everyone hated this part. Why? I mean, I guess I'm about to find out, but, like... nothing really spoiler-worthy. Oh, okay. Like what? What do you think about diaries? Okay, that was subtle. She freezes up and slowly turns to face me. That's quite a specific topic. Why would it be? I mean, it kind of is. You just asked her that out of no... Yeah, it's like, hey there, do you want to talk about journals and diaries? Normal conversation topics right there. Because of the fact you're hiding diary scraps all over your house like some kind of weird scavenger hunt? Why do you ask? In hindsight, probably shouldn't have made it that way. I feel like MC has a... just going by the... I don't know, has this MC been in a lot of social situations before now? Because I'm wondering if... I kind of got an implication that he hasn't, really? Like, he knows how these things are supposed to work or something and tries to... I don't know, just... he's... I don't know, just... Well, I have a friend named Sarah who was talking to me about keeping a diary. See, MC's a bit of a socially awkward dummy who tries to see the best in people. Ah, yeah, that would work out. Yeah. She thought it'd be a good way to keep all her thoughts in order, to maybe help her to remember things better. I hate throwing you under the bus like this, Sarah, but you're the only one I can think of at a time like this. Besides, it's not a total lie. You did ask me that one time about keeping a notebook of things to remember. Kind of the opposite of Shattered Time, MC. Oh, yeah. Interesting thing. Interesting note in terms of characters. Since I have trouble remembering things too, she suggested I try it along with her. I'm not too sure about the idea, but what do you think about diaries? Monica momentarily stops moving before looking over at me. Hope I didn't just make her upset at me. Was my loaded question enough to set her off? Yeah, it's kind of similar to asking, like, hypothetically and then saying a specific thing. I've tried it before, it does not work. It's not subtle at all. Well, I do keep one myself in hopes of trying to understand my feelings, and so I can look back on certain memories. I even wonder if I could share my diary someday with someone in the hopes they might grow to understand me as a person. She gives me a heavy sigh, and she looks down at the sink and then back at me. I'd be ever so grateful if you were to ever come to understand me, Robbie. Even if it's just a little bit. That would make me very happy. That statement left me rather speechless. There's a bit of a pause before I find the words I want to say. Before I can speak, Monica interrupts me. You don't hate me, do you? No! No! Of course I don't hate you, Monica! Who gave you that idea? Sorry, I've just been... No, never mind. I hope you're not trying to hide anything. You know that's not healthy for you, right? I mean that in more ways than one, Monica. What do you mean? I'm not hiding anything. I mean, Monica adopts a solemn expression as she looks me in the eyes. You want to know? You can tell me, Monica. And yes, of course I do. Just kidding. I bet I almost had you there, didn't I? Relax. It's not like I have anything to hide, you know? A bunch of diary scraps proves otherwise. I believe in telling the truth, so I try to be as honest as possible. After all, without a sense of trust or honesty, then how can you ever connect with anyone? Yeah, I hear you. I'm probably the most honest person I know. Then again, I think a lot of people would say that, too. Well, I guess it would have been too easy if she just confessed to writing those diary entries. It's too bad I'm not some kind of master detective or anything. I think Monica knows someone who is, though. At least in another universe. Is Koto know how, like... No, I don't think any other universes are... I mean, aren't... It'd be kind of interesting if she was, like... Konoha being, like, a detective, I don't know. They're all mostly the same personality-wise in these mods. Yeah, okay. Monica's seemingly silent before she looks down at the sink again. Robbie? On the topic of being honest with each other, I think there's a chance I might like you. Oh, new sprite! Why did I click that? So yes, this Konoha would have those same instincts. Interesting. But also, new sprite! Like, wobbly smile, like, lip, line, fake, mouth thing. Are you okay with that? Why wouldn't he be okay with that? Didn't he confess to her? Does it feel weird to not be okay with that? Monica, yes, I'm okay with that? How do I even respond to that? I mean, I feel that I like her back, but do I just say that to her? What brought this on all of a sudden? Calm down, just play it smoothly and confidently. Gee, well, this is all so sudden. Thank you for thinking about me that way, Monica. Is that another MCU reference or something? The only time I've ever heard that is, like, Civil War. It's weird, I remember this, like, one random line from the film. Don't know if that's... I mean, thank you for thinking about... That's one of the lines I remember, too. Yeah, I mean... Damn it! Just kidding. What? Monica, really? I have to say, you're really cute when you get so flustered. Once again, you're the first person to actually call it out. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, did not think I'd remember that, like, line from the film, but okay, that's cool. Considering you're so easy to tease, I think I might have found your weakness. Monica gives me a rather interesting look as she tells me that. Alright, well, sorry for teasing you so much. Just pretend like this conversation never happened. Although, I'd still like to hear your answer later on, perhaps. Then again, you're the one that confessed to me, right? Exactly, that's what I'm pointing out. How does this whole high school romance thing go again? Yeah, sometimes I wonder that myself. Like, high school was not what I thought it'd be, honestly. What are we talking about? Given my little meltdown, I'd love nothing more to forget this happened. Alright, then, probably bathroom's the most obvious to make sure we don't look suspicious, but... Why aren't we clicking the... There's a mirror in the... I guess that's not it! Back to the basement! I make my way down the basement once again. Flashlight in hand, I shine the light around every... Yep. That's why it confuses everyone. Yeah. I mean, at least it's... hey, at least it's not like you're... Like, you could just kind of click around the house, so it's not like you're stuck if you don't figure it out immediately. So, there's that. Flashlight in hand, I shine the light around every corner to make sure I don't miss anything. Bingo! There's a dusty mirror alone in the corner. I look behind it to find the next diary scrap. Mark and I have been getting along really well. I invited him over today to have a meal together, prepared by yours truly. He loved the food and it made me so happy. That means all the practice I've spent cooking is paying off. Things were going fine until he randomly started asking about what was in my closet. Not gonna lie, but that got to me. Yeah, but I still was trying to shoehorn that stupid secret ending and thinking putting that hint was a good idea. Yeah. I told him not to go snooping around the house when I first let him in, so just the thought that he went into my room made my blood boil. He kept drilling me, though, telling me that he needed to know and to stop hiding things. The nerve of him. Here I thought he would understand me, but in the end, I guess that was wrong. I just took a deep breath, calmed my nerves, and left him alone in the kitchen. Mark is no longer a problem. Okay. Because you never invited him over. God, those are some implications again. What? From the sound of things, Mark was most likely doing exactly what I'm doing right now. So at the closet? Wait, so what happened to him? He's no longer a problem. Do I even want to know what that means? My hands are trembling as I turn the paper over for the next clue. Do you remember the time? Well, I guess we gotta go to the clock to find out. I'm almost scared to see what the next entry says, but at this point, I feel there's something larger here that I'm not seeing. Something that could pose a danger to me and possibly Monica. I don't want to jump to any conclusions yet, so I'm not going to accuse her of anything. After all, it didn't work out well for Mark, right? Sorry, Mark, but better you than me. Alright, Clock in the living room, right? The Ninja Consultant mastered over 6 forms of martial arts that were known far and wide. But little did Delta Magnum know that he mastered a secret 7th form, the Flying Wolf form! Ah! Commander Saturn, you have to protect the planet, no matter the cost! Don't let these war makers take over the— Oh, I remember this episode now. This is when the Ninja Consultant straight up murders Delta Magnum in an unfair fight to the death. Well, pretty dark episode then. That was depressing seeing it the first time. Almost as sad as when they had Glavion kill Captain Commander Praxis Preem near the start of the season. Back to the mission for me, after just blatantly spoiling the show. Then again, I passed the TV and go for the clock. The clue meant something about time, so that would be my first guess. I reached for the clock, nearly falling over to take it off the wall. To my dismay, I find nothing behind it. Axis Prime equals Optimus Prime. Ah. Near the start of the scene. Okay. I find nothing behind it, and there was Prime. I get it now. It's like after it's told to me, it's like I just get it. It's like I probably should have gotten it earlier, thinking back. But this got on the wall of the floor where it once rested. I don't remember there being any other clocks around here though. Dang it! I slumped against the wall in disappointment, brushing up against the calendar and promptly knocking it off the wall. Upon picking it up, a diary scrap falls out of it. Time is in day and months. Screw it, I found it. I placed the calendar and clock on the wall where I found them and inspected the diary scrap. Is this my fault? How could it be my fault? Am I not allowed to be happy at all? It's like everyone is unhappy and miserable when I'm around, for crying out loud. Are people happier when I'm the miserable one? Why even bother getting involved with anyone then? Why have friends? Why have stupid dreams about falling in love with the right guy and having some family built on happiness if happiness is just a lie? Oh, I hate it. Holy shit. That one diary scrap from before. When Monica was talking about her dream of having a family, did something happen to make her change her mind about it all? Maybe the Mark thing? I don't know. It seems like she became unhinged at some point when writing this entry. Well then. I turned it over to see the next clue. If you care about me, you'd understand me, right? My birthday is the big key to what you seek. All you need to know is it's locked away in a place close to my heart. This one is straight to the point. I don't think I know Monica's birthday. September 22nd, probably, but maybe it's different here. Considering I'm her boyfriend, it probably might be a good idea to know this anyway. I hate to go and ask her about it, but I have to know when Monica's birthday is. Not just for this clue, but to at least show that I care about her. Back into the kitchen I go. No, it's September 22nd. Oh, okay, so it's kept the same then. Okay. Oh, I don't even get to click to go back in there. Okay. As I walk into the kitchen, I'm met with the sad sight of Monica in distress, tossing a pan in the sink out of anger as she buries her head in her arms. Monica? What's wrong? Are you okay? Ah! Robbie! There's no point in lying to you, not when we promised to be honest with each other. I don't know what to do, Robbie. Tell me what's wrong, Monica. So it wasn't obvious, so I try to stay true to her character. Okay? I have a gas stove. Let the record show that I hate this choice coming up. Alright? Tell me what's wrong. Well, I think I made a mistake with cooking the fruit, and now it's ruined. She's desperately trying to fight back the tears in her eyes and trying to keep a straight face, but she's failing miserably. Damn it all! She clangs another pan against the one she threw into the sink. I can't do a damn thing right! I got you all excited and everything for our first dinner together, and now... What should I do? The fuck? Why would I do that? Order her to do it all over again. What? Yeah, what the hell was that? You wanted that choice in order to order her to do it again. I'm getting that. I mean, I probably got that the second the choice came up. Just hated that. I guess that leads to the bad ending or something, but it's like... Whoa. Why? That doesn't even make sense for the character at this point in time. Or... at all? It's kind of like, why? Why? What? Just look at her right now. She's so sick. Yeah, that's not even really a good response, but that's so out of character, too. Like... Yeah, like, what the like, why is that even there? It's like... Margaret begins crying, unable to hold... I reach out and pull her in for an embrace, surprising her and myself in the process. See, everything that was his stupid bad endings without a characters for everyone. Guessing the same goes for, like, that one, the ending 5 of Shattered Time, which, noticing the consistent, like, they kind of figured, like, Shattered Time, yeah, the Captive Heart thing, like, that both, I think both of those have in common is that they kind of aren't in character. So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, at least it's not, like, part of a requirement to get the true ending. I mean, I guess it is just for the purpose of, like, getting all the endings in order to get the true ending or something. I don't know. I never want to see her cry. I don't want to see her feel this way. I only want to see her smile and know that she's happy. Which, yeah, that's literally the thing, which means that ordering her to do it all over again feels very... I'm not sure if it is, but since we're ignoring that secret ending, there's no need to worry. Yeah. Monica, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. No one can be perfect at everything they do all the time. But it's only food, Monica. You can always start over and try to do better. Wait a minute! It's literally what the other choice said. Do it all over again, except it's like you're doing it in a better, kinder way, where it's like, you can always try again, instead of try again! Like, that's literally achieved no matter what? Then why is that even... Yeah, we're ignoring it. Imagine it's the whole thing about wanting to be there for smiling. It's just like this movie I saw by this hack of a director says, the best teacher failure is. Star Wars? George Lucas. There's a lot of... Yeah, Star Wars is like one of those fandoms that has like a lot of opinions behind it. Well, not George in this case. Oh! Rise of Skywalker, yeah. That, I remember. I haven't seen the sequel trilogy, but I remember all the controversies and stuff. Like, I remember there was a lot of that, just like... Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry you had to see me this way. Yeah. In what way? There's nothing wrong with showing your emotions. Sure, I was a little bit scared hearing the clashing pans and all, but seems like the music's a little quiet. Really don't think a complaint, just a... I guess do you need nitpick or something? Not really. Maybe it's fading out. Or maybe I did a dial thing wrong. Ah, that's it. Yeah, nope, yeah, it was on my end, sorry. Just, I think I did a dial thing, like, there's this dial on my headphones that, like, adjusts the sound, and so... I think I accidentally, like, turned it down so that, like, I couldn't hear that, and... Yeah, my mistake. So, like, take back that nitpick because it's based on my own errors. I was a little... I know this dinner means a lot to you. I just want you to know that I'm not angry or disappointed with you. Monica smiles through her tears as I let her go. You're right. I shouldn't let something like this get me down. I just have to pick myself up and try again. That's the spirit. Thank you, Robbie. I'm going to go... Oh, by the way, gonna go out on a limb here and say that that choice isn't... Always with the option, order her to do it all over again, isn't there in the remake, right? Just going out on a limb. Or, like, just going based on, like... I didn't realize you were so mature. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be. Like... I'm tossing that out. Yeah, out the window it goes. Because it's really inconsistent and contradictory. It was never part of my original vision. Yeah, I can't help but scratch the back of my head out of embarrassment. No one has ever really called me mature before. No one would if you chose the other option. Tossing whatever wasn't my vision that he wanted out the window. Yep. If anything, I'm used to people pointing at me and saying, hey, look, it's the what the hell? Immature jerk, what's up? Hearing her compliment me like this. I don't know how to respond. As she goes back to face the stove, I remember what I came in here for. Oh, before I forget, Monica, I wanted to ask you when your birthday was. Huh? You want to know my birthday? I mean, if we're going to be a couple, we have to know little things about each other, right? I'm pretty sure your birthday ought to be on the top of my list of things to know. Monica's taken aback, blushing as she tries to find the words to speak. Wow, I can't say how happy that makes me, Robbie. You're sensitive, mature, and so considerate, too. Is this even real life right now? I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, weird if it wasn't. I mean, what do you think this is? Some kind of video game or something? Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. Alright, I'll go ahead and tell you, but pay attention, because I'm only going to tell you this one time. My birthday is September 22nd. How about you? Mine is October 29th. Oh, is that your... Huh. Wonder if that's your actual birthday, or if that's, like, a random date you chose. Monica giggles to herself as she turns back to the oven. Useless trivia, that girl I mentioned, her birthday was October 29th. Her name was Darlene. Oh, okay. Well, you get... Huh, what's her birth month, so... By the way, when's your birthday? Just out of curiosity. Right, Robbie, I didn't know you had a thing for... MC is Darlene's birthday. Aunt Connie has mine. November 15th. Ah, November 15th. That's in... Huh, that's next month. Okay. And mine... for sharing birthdays, mine is on February 16th. So that'll be in... 4 months. Wow, okay. Yeah. Didn't know you had a thing for older women. Hey, well, I'm only younger by a month. It's not that big of a difference. Just teasing you, Robbie. Yeah, that's like 4 months out. Yeah. Like a third of the year. She got me again. I think I know how to get her back. Now that we've got that out of the way, Monica, I'd just like to say I've always thought you have one of the best smiles. Monica turns to face me, sure enough, smiling at me. Aw, thank you, player. Just do me a favor, Monica. Why did she say that? Is that a template thing or something? Or... Just do me a favor, Monica. Because Rocket Man left that in there. Ah. I'm wondering... Neither of us caught it. Wondering... Just do me a favor, Monica. Oh? What is it? I don't want to ever see you sad again. Please keep smiling and never stop. What? I hurriedly leave the kitchen as Monica looked at me blushing and bewildered. Huh, I got her with that one. It's not a total lie or anything, since it did pain me to see her so sad. Looks like I'm not the only one who gets so easily flustered. Now that I have to head back into Monica's room for what is hopefully the last time. Alright, might as well do another little be right back break. And we're back. Let's go back to Monica's room one last time, or maybe one last time. There's still... I take the flashlight in my hand and proceed. There's still 2 mystery rooms. This door is locked. I hope I don't need to look for the key. Probably. I feel desensitized to Monica's room at this point since I've been in here so many times already. What? 3 times is so many, wow. I know how weird it sounds, but there's no other way I can think of putting it. I look around the room for something that would need a password or code. Something I can see until my eyes light on a desk. There's a computer sitting there with the power off. I take a seat at the desk and power it on. Upon doing so, it asks me for a passcode. 0922. Sure enough, that worked. Monica needs to rethink her choice of passwords. Anyone who knows her birthday could just break into this thing. Well, I mean, anyone who knows her birthday and is going on a cool diary scavenger hunt. Well, lucky for me, but unlucky for her, I suppose. The laptop boots up in a matter desktop, which... Huh. Not expect to see this layout. Cool background. I glance over everything until my eyes land on a document named The Answer. Either she's pulling my leg here or this is it. Once again, not too creative, but I'm not going to question it. Time to see what's in this document. Opening it up reveals some kind of diary. March 22nd. My name is Monica Akiyama. I live here with my mother and father in this nice suburban area. My father is a businessman for... okay, Monica's fading into the screen. This next part becomes hard to read. Okay. He's kind of a my father's a businessman for some kind of business that I can't be bothered to remember. He's kind of a boring and plain businessman now that I think of it. There's almost nothing remarkable about him now that I think about it. Our mistake there. Oh, because of the Monica fade-in thing? Mark choice there. He's just an unremarkable man who got a job, fell in love, got married, had a daughter, cheats on his wife, leads a secret double life, and goes on about life as if everything is completely normal and boring like he is. Yeah, she fades in a little too well. Yep, I'm starting to kind of see some of the text get faded out. It's okay, it's not that bad. She's not around as much, and as much as my father hates it, she makes more money than he does. I think part of the reason she's not around is so she doesn't have to face the reality of how awful her cheating husband is, or how much of a failure her daughter is in life. I know how she feels, and I wish I could just run away from everything as well, but I imagine my father would lose his mind without either of us here. Maybe that's why she stays here, continuously suffering. She doesn't want to abandon her husband or let him spiral into depression, or her daughter, who she constantly pressures into being a good student. March 27th. I'm keeping a diary to put down my innermost thoughts and reflect on them later. There might even be some value to it if someone else would read it. Right now, you're reading someone's private thoughts. Basically, dad cheats, mom is bitter and angry, parents hate each other, and they take it out on Monica. Yeah, I'm starting to get that. Thoughts that I have never shared with anyone else, mind you. Well, I know I'm doing this just to keep my mind straight. I think that's what I want. What I want is for someone to help me and save me from this nightmare. I don't know how to go about it, though. I can't ask for help directly unless I want people to think I'm worthless like my parents do. If someone truly cares about me, maybe they'll try to get closer to me. I can trust and confide in them. I can tell them. How will I know, though? The only way I feel I can do this without being too direct is by piquing their interest a little bit. Perhaps by luring them into wanting to learn more about me and hoping their curiosity gets the better of them as they try to sate their thirst for answers? Maybe some notes, or maybe a scavenger hunt? Ah, that explains the scraps. March 30th. I'm currently keeping both of them under close surveillance. There's been monumental change since the whole process started a week ago. At first, they resisted me and even lashed out at me, but now they fear me. After all these years of being so scared of them, now the tables have turned and I have the power over them. I prepare their meals, but I refuse to give them utensils. I don't want them to eat with hands, and if they don't want to eat with their hands, then it's no big loss to me. Things are going to change around here. I'm not going to let them run me into the ground any longer. To show them some mercy, I try to teach them a few things to help them all adapt to this new way of life. New? After all, teaching lessons is the best way to help people learn and improve, right? To my dismay, they didn't take me seriously. They ignored everything I said and did, and instead called me a demon child or devil spawn. I felt my generosity fade. I punished them by taking away their food privileges for a week. April 6th, I went to check in on my parents. By the time the week was up, Monica snaps Liz's temper accidentally lets her parents die after trying to get payback. Yeah. I saw that my dad died, withering away to practically nothing. Mom was wasting away as well, clearly about to meet the same fate. When I tried to talk to her, she didn't respond. She didn't have the energy to cry or even look me in the eyes. It's like she was just an empty shell. I couldn't sleep at all that night. I'm scared that I might have gone too far with this punishment. Even if they were causing me so much strife and grief, they didn't deserve this fate. What was I thinking? I might have gone past the point of no return now, and I don't know what to do. I just wanted to teach them a lesson, and I guess my anger and lust for revenge clouded my judgment. In that sense, I became someone even worse than the two of them put together. All I could do was lay there in my bed, trembling and crying to myself. What have I done? What have I become? I sink into the chair once I finish reading everything. When I got to this point when I first... Yeah, I'm feeling that way too. Wow! I sink into the chair once I finish reading everything. The scavenger hunt, her stress, her parents. It all seems to make sense now. I don't even know what to make of this. Even thinking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I try to get up, but I stumble a little bit, and my knees seem to have gone weak. As I fall to the floor, I notice something under the desk. What is this? Reaching over, I find yet another torn diary scrap. Even now, she's still doing this? There it's... Yeah, pushed her beyond her breaking point. Yeah, wow. Whew. Damn, that home environment must have sucked. I mean, it did suck. Okay. There's no going back now. You and I know this all too well. If you're reading this, then you know my dark secret. You've also demonstrated that you've tried to understand me to some extent if you've made it this far. Do you want to know how this sad little story ends? Fine, I'll tell you. Just go on and gently open the door. You know the way. This isn't so much of a diary scrap as it is a challenge directed at the reader. A challenge directed at me. My hands are shaking as I turn the scrap over to see what I believe is the final clue. Monica, you've changed things forever. There's no going back now. Not for you or me in this case. If what I've just read on that laptop is true, then you've committed some dark deeds that you can never go back on. You forced your parents to become so malnourished that they died. As much as I'd rather not, I'd walk over to the closet and gently open the door. Upon doing so, I find it to be so dark that I can't see anything. That's when I look over to the flashlight I brought with me. I snatch it and turn it on to shed some light in this dark situation. That's when I begin to wish I hadn't done that, and I could forget what I forced myself to see. Imagination. There I see a group of corpses that are beyond recognition. Wow. One appears to be a female, one appears to be a male, and the other appears to be a male, albeit of a... Oh, that must be Mark! He's no longer a problem. There's a thick stench in the air that makes me nearly want to puke. Honestly, how could anyone ignore this? Monica, what have you done? I try to persevere to get a better look. None of them have any visible injuries. That's when I deduced that 2 of these corpses must belong to Nautika's parents, going off her confession note to starving them to death. The other, that must be Mark. I have to get away from here. Not just from this awful door, but to avoid getting myself into further trouble should Monica discover me here. Plot hole that I plan to fix. The how could anyone notice this thing, or the visible injuries thing? Stench of death. Okay. I just walk away and pretend I never saw any of this. Yeah, that's what I'll do. After that, I get the hell out of here and think of my next move. Yeah, how could anyone ignore that? I mean, maybe Monica could if she got used to it. But like anybody else, it's like... Yeah, I get that. What will that be? I have no idea, but I'll think of that later. I step away and turn around and I'm met with Monica's stern face glaring at me. Fuck my life. What do you think you're doing, Robbie? I thought I told you not to go snooping around a girl's room. What can I even say at this point? Oh, I was just looking around your room for gift ideas. I had no idea you were a big fan of Cascada. I don't know what that is, but that's probably a reference to something, so... A music group. Oh, okay. I reach over for one of Monica's CDs, holding up and smiling. I don't think that's gonna convince her. She looks past my shoulder to see her open closet door. Well then. So I used to have a big crush on the singer when I was younger. Haven't listened to their songs before. Might listen to one to find out more or something. Secret? What secret? I didn't see any secret. I sure didn't see any dead bodies or anything like that. Can you tell? I'm being subtle. This is... What the hell is wrong with you, blabbermouth? Monica will name drop one of them later. Oh, okay. I'll screw it. I'm good as dead anyway. What's wrong, Robbie? Are you scared? My hands have become quite shaky to the point I lose my grip on the flashlight, letting it fall to the floor. It was very difficult for me, Robbie. Will you listen to what I have to say? They say there's no point prolonging the inevitable, but I give a nod. Might as well enjoy however much time I have left. It's too bad I can't be anywhere else but here right now. Thanks, Robbie. Where do I begin? When I was little, I wasn't anything like I am now. I was very shy, timid, and I could hardly do anything on my own. The old me, the original me, is nothing like what people see me as today. I was bullied quite a bit until the end of junior high school when I tried to adopt the mask I've worn to fool everyone. Before that, though, people picked on me for being so scared of everything and for how I was so easy to fool and trick into doing anything. I was everyone's doormat, original me, one of Cascada's songs. Ah, okay. Might be the one I first listened to if I get the chance or time, or don't listen to that one. Oh, or not. Or not. I was everyone's fool. I was often picked on by some of the jocks for being so homely and gloomy looking too. That's when I tried to turn things around and become a prudent student, and it kind of worked. The original me era is one of their worst eras in my opinion. Okay. It's unfathomable to think that Monica, one of the most beautiful girls in the school, was picked on for being homely. I placed the CD on one of the shelves next to me as I continued to listen to her. I couldn't take the never-ending torture anymore. I dedicated myself to my studies and worked very hard to get to where I am today. I started to dress differently and even started wearing my hair differently. After applying myself, it was like the old me no longer existed. She was nothing more than a memory that a lot of people conveniently forgot about. Probably those bullies, right? I changed everything about myself. Not just on the outside, but inside as well, as I adopted a more confident, cheerful attitude that was nothing like the old me who was scared and had little to no self-confidence. The best eras would probably be the every time we touch era, the perfect day era, and the evacuate the dance floor era, kind of. Okay, I guess... Alright, so those are the ones I'll be listening to first if I listen to Cascada. Got it. Thanks for the recommendation. guess that's what that turned into. So, either way, it's more new information. Inside as well as I adopted a more confident, cheerful. No one bullied me anymore. Yeah, so pretty much 2005 to 2009, you're good. Okay. If anything, I had so many people wanting to be my friend. 2011 and onward, you can probably ignore. Gotcha. Again, thanks for the recommendation. People wanting to be my friend. In some cases, I even had a lot of guys approaching me and showering me with compliments. Some of those jocks who picked on me went out throwing themselves at me for a chance to be with me. If only they knew where they were heading up on. I bet they feel like total idiots. The original her. I never would have guessed the original Monica was this scared, broken person inside. No wonder she felt like she needed a mask for people to accept her. It's no wonder she was unsatisfied with herself. That didn't matter to my parents, though. Sure, they were pleased with my new grades for a while, but anything outside of that? You really can't do anything right, can you? They tell me things like that day in and day out, and frankly, I couldn't take it anymore. So my take on Monica as the perfect class star we see isn't the original her. Okay? The real Monica was someone who just felt lost, scared, and alone. Yeah. Again, that doesn't really feel out of character, especially like, doesn't DDLC, the base game, leave their backstories like open-ended? Like, we don't really know how, like for instance, we don't really know how Natsuki's father became abusive. I mean, unless the base game tells me, and I haven't played it in a while. Kind of, sort of, like either way, there's a lot of like variations of stuff and backstories, you know? Like again, like Natsuki, like either her parents are alive or her mom is dead and left the family or something. Just so much variation. No, I don't think there's a lot of her parents. No matter what I did, there was no pleasing anyone. I could honestly care less about what the teachers and students thought about me. My parents are the ones that wanted to be happy with me. I didn't want them to toss me away like I was some kind of failure or defective toy. If they didn't understand me or accept me. Think back to the diary entries in her confession note. She seemed overwhelmed and like she was desperate for help. Just get those snippets the OG game gave us, so yeah, it's open to interpretation. Yeah. This doesn't justify her actions, but she was blinded by her frustration and what seems to be years of pain and torment from never being accepted for who she truly was. Even now, she still isn't accepted for being the original her. This is just a mask, as she said. Admittedly, I had a lapse in judgment when I snapped one day after I couldn't take it anymore. It was like a poison was running through my veins and it just took me over completely. I shouldn't have gone about things the way I did. I just didn't see it that way at the time. All I wanted was to punish them for never accepting me, for never loving me for the person I truly was. I just wanted revenge, as sad as it sounds. Validation. I still did everything I could to take care of them and think of ways to make sure the people at their workplaces didn't get suspicious. I shouldn't have let it come to this, but once I made that decision to let them go a week without food, it was already too late. I was even wondering if I deserved to live after what I had done. If I should atone for my dark deeds. Monica, that's when Mark came into my life and confessed that he liked me one day. I was so happy and I thought I found someone who would understand me. I brought him over to my house a lot like I did with you, and he eventually found out about my secret and it mortified him. Understandably so, but I was hoping he would at least give me a chance to explain myself. That's one thing I will say about you, Robbie. He didn't want to hear a single word from me about why I did the things I did. He automatically branded me a criminal, a murderer. He confronted me, but then he tried to get away, threatening to expose me as the demented psychopath I was, but then I caught him. I couldn't risk anyone finding out about this, so I made sure to keep him right here with me forever. So after all this time, Mark disappearing was because... That's right, no one could know. Mark made it clear that he wouldn't rest until the world knew about me, but I couldn't have that. There was already nothing else for me to lose, so I gave him the same treatment as my parents. I'd already become so dark and twisted by my lust for revenge that I just gave into it. I already accepted that no one would ever love me for who I was, but so there was no point in trying to live a normal life any longer. And then there was you. For some reason, I felt you would be different, but now I'm left to wonder, are you going to run away too? Oh, these are all different choices. Run the fuck away wasn't gonna do anything. So these feel neutral. Positive, neutral, negative. So, obviously not picking this, but, you got it. Yeah, I think the same feelings that drove me to confess to Monica take me over again as I rush over to Monica and throw my arms around her, holding her as tight as I could as if the world around us were crumbling around us. Monica freezes in my embrace. What? Bobby, what are you doing? Don't you get it? I'm a murderer. If you stay with me, you're probably going to end up being arrested or even dead. The true ending, aka a ton of people hated. Wait a minute. This is the true ending? Oh, I got the true ending. Right? Is that is? Huh. Alrighty then. Don't you understand that? Monica's voice trembles and cracks as she bursts into tears. You didn't intentionally murder your parents, Monica. I know that from hearing you and from your diary. These feelings are natural, and it's what makes you feel human inside. Although I am going to say I don't agree with how you handled the situation. You're not going to run away? No, I can't leave you alone like this. Now when you don't have anyone left in the world you can trust or lean on. Oh, Robbie. Monica's overwhelmed by her tears as she returns my embrace, squeezing me tightly as if I were all she had left in this world. In a tragic sense, maybe I am all she has left in this world. I know she was driven insane by the constant stress and pressure she felt, but that was because no one ever tried to get to know her, the real Monica. True Monica. Not even her parents seem to care about her, which truly hurts and disgusts me inside. Oh, Robbie, what am I going to do? I messed up. That's putting it lightly. If I were to lose you now, I'd be alone all over again. I can't go back to that way of life. I'd probably end up with my parents and Mark if I end up alone this time. I have to atone for what I've done. I need to apologize to them for everything that Monica struggles to talk through her tears. I hold on to her even more, gently stroking her back. I'm not going to leave you, Monica. I love you. The real you. As I said, I'm not too thrilled with the idea of what happened to your parents, but you didn't fail them, Monica. They failed you. Parents are supposed to raise you, support you, and make you who you are today. As far as I can see, they didn't do any of that. If anything, they drove you to this dark and twisted state. That's no excuse for your actions, mind you, but we can work through this. What do you mean? How? Well, I know it's not going to be simple, but we'll find a way. I just wanted my mom and dad to praise me, to love me, to accept me for who I am. Why did it turn out this way? Oh, custom face again. Custom mouth face again. Because they failed you, Monica. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't say anything further. Monica continued crying, and I simply continued to hold on to her tightly as if she would float away from me the moment I let go. With the way she's talking, I almost feel like something would happen to her and she would end up with her parents again. I can't let that happen. This poor girl is so damaged and hurt inside. I can't just leave her like this. She seriously doesn't have anyone else left in this world. I can't help but wonder if just maybe I was able to give her that sense of acceptance and understanding she so desired and was often denied. I stayed with her that whole night. I know it's not going to be simple, but I want to work things out with her and help her get through this. We'll find a way together. Time will heal her broken and troubled heart, and I'll be with her every step of the way. Okay? 2 years later. Oh, epilogue! 2 years! This is such a wonderful place, Robbie. How did you hear about it? Well, let's just say a little birdie named Sayori told me about it one day. She's always such a sweetheart. Although, I can't help but wonder how Megan's uncle is going to do now that there's some competition around here. I can't deny that this place is wonderful. I'd like to speak about coming here more often now that we know about it. I look at her saying nothing. I look at her saying nothing and smiling at her. I keep going into the Monica voice when I'm not supposed to. I don't know why. What is it? Nothing. It's just, remember what I said 2 years ago? About what? About your smile. About how I never want to see you stop smiling? Oh, that's right. Well, I have every reason to smile when I have someone as wonderful as you in my life, Robbie. I'm no longer lonely so long as you remain at my side for the rest of our days. After that night 2 years ago, Monica continuously cried her eyes out to me every evening when I would visit her after school. I never wanted to give up on her. I wanted to give her the support and love that she needed. I had to make sure she never did anything to take her life. I wanted her to live. I wanted her to find and make the life she wanted for herself as she described in her diary. Eventually, Monica came to come to terms with what she had done. I still don't approve of what happened, but we both understand it only happened as a result of a self-destructive path her parents set her on. You are so beautiful. Maybe it's because I'm so in love. No, maybe it's because I'm so in love with you. So love has blinded you? Yeah, that's actually legitimately good banter. No, that's not what I mean, Monica. You're such a dork sometimes. After we sorted out some of the rather messy details, Monica began to genuinely show signs of happiness knowing she had someone who loved and accepted her as she was. 2 years later, we're still a couple, so deeply in love and devoted to one another. Monica's never expressed any desire to take her own life since then, nor has she devolved back to her dark and twisted self born out of pain and torment. She was smiling more and more, regaining her happiness and slowly showing it. That was George. Oh, Lucas? Or, like, that was the... Okay. Revenge of the Sith. Oh, okay. That whole thing, yeah, with Padme and Anakin, yeah. Huh. You're so beautiful part between Anakin and Padme. Oh! Well, I guess I haven't really watched that film in a long time. So I don't really... She no longer feared what people would think of her if she was imperfect. She was at ease. She was at peace. She could finally love herself the way I love her more and more every day. I love those movies a lot, so you could say they live rent-free in my head at times. Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, I can see why. Star Wars is an interesting franchise in terms of this stuff. Like, in terms of general public opinion, it's wild. Like, the original trilogies revealed, the prequel trilogies... I guess... as a whole until Revenge of the Sith, and then the sequel trilogy was, like, really controversial. It's like anything other than the original trilogy was, like, really controversial. Just... I'll always be here to make you happy, Monica. I promise you. What brought this up all of a sudden? Nothing. I just want to make sure you never forget. Trust me, I'll never forget what you've done for me. All the times we spent together and how you've shown me nothing but love and compassion. I'm forever grateful to have such a wonderful man in my life, Robbie. Monica's fighting back tears of happiness as we get up and leave. I like the prequel trilogy, although the original trilogy's better, I'll admit. Yeah. I don't think the prequel trilogy is as bad as people say it is. Just... flawed, yes. Bad, no. We find a nice place to sit down in a park nearby after walking around for a little while. As I plop myself on the bench, Monica gets close to me and rests her head on my shoulder. She closes her eyes and smiles as she begins singing softly to herself. Could it be you, or do I lose my way? I'm here but colorblind. Could it be you, or do I break away, so leave the past behind? Yeah, I think people kind of blew it out of proportion. It's flopping on awful. This is one of my favorite Cascada songs. I only want to feel the sunlight, stop the fight and see it in your eyes. I don't think I'm... Wish I just knew what I should do. Could it be you? The song is called Could It Be You? I got it, I should note that down. There we go. Wow, they seem to be an underrated band. Wow, they seem to be an underrated band. Just looking at somebody. It has a very wonderful piano on it. accidentally hiding some? Oh, not. True end. Original me. Okay, I don't... Chibi's now available! Yay! So you said this was a ton of people hate it. Why did people hate it? That feels weird. Like, what? Like... For question mark? Look in the bathroom mirror at the correct time. At the... Oh, that's specific. Because MC is in love with a murderer. Oh. Didn't the game take, like, great pains to show that there was, like, more to her than just she killed these people? Like, there were reasons why that happened? Like... Yeah, they took great pains to show, hey, she's more than just, I don't know, malnourished person. Like... Probably that streamer again or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, it just kind of, I thought it was like because it was overly sappy or something, and then with that it was also like, well, we gotta show some of their relationship dynamic. All everyone saw is mom. It kind of feels like they just saw the true ending, like, clip on YouTube with no context. Like, they just saw the whole, oh, I killed, like, oh, like, Monica killing her parents speech type thing, and then just saw nothing else. Or something. I don't know. It feels like those people, I don't know, it feels like they either lacked the context or just disregarded it entirely. I'm just gonna... I'm just happy she's doing okay. Abby did a good job of that. It's a neat dynamic. I just want to see the other two endings. It's disregarded a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm getting that vibe. So, it's just like, might as well get the bad choice out of the way. It's just, like, the automatic bad choice out of the way. Just gonna see the two endings, because, yeah, I don't want to see MC being a jerk, so... So just those two choices, and then... Yeah, don't. Yeah, I won't. This isn't normal, Monica. I understand you would consume my stress and torment, I do. But this isn't the way to go about it, though. Are you threatening me, Robbie? No, but I can't stay here any longer. Oh, I see. Are you going to run away, Robbie? Do you think you can get away from me? I thought you liked me. I can tell you what the ending is, and obviously why I hate it. Okay. What happened to that? That was before I knew I was in love with a psychopath, so that's how it's gonna be. You told me that you liked me. It was nothing but lies. Lies, 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 lies. I'll do what I have to get... I'll do what I must to get away from you. You'll try. I ran as fast as I could, never looking back. I had to get as far away from her as I possibly could. Monica was running after me, but she didn't leave her house. No matter. I shouldn't think too much about it. Just the thought of being together with that crazed murderer was enough to send a chill down my spine. I go out of the house running as fast as my legs can carry me. Oh, dark night. After some time, I was nearly tripping over myself from exhaustion, but I didn't dare look back. Finally, I had to take a break. That's when I heard a familiar voice from behind me. Oh, Rami, I caught you. I turn around, finding myself face to face with a dementedly determined, sinister grin. And I go, okay, there it is. I guess everyone was just asleep and didn't see that happen. Jump scare! Again! Monica did it twice! Oh, bad end one, and I ran. So I guess the ending where I picked the other choice would be called the worst end if I went through with that. Considering this is called, like, bad ending one. He ran so far away. Yeah, well, I guess it pays to be on the tennis team? Or something? I don't know, like, I think tennis exerts energy, probably, maybe, and... I mean, they're captains of the tennis team. Yes, it is literally called Worst Ending Poison Ivy. I mean, it's a good title for it. Again, with like the only good thing about an ending being, well, I mean, at least the title's cool. And I ran. Alright, and finally the middle ending, the middle option. No, I won't leave you. I'm staying by your side. Really? You're going to stay with me? Yes. I'm not going to abandon you. I can't tell you how happy that makes me, Robbie. Understand, though, that you have to stay with me forever. You can't ever leave my side. Ah, I guess this is the terms and conditions. I mean it. I won't leave you, Monica. Okay, this is taking a turn. Monica then begins to giggle in a manner most sinister as she has been done. You don't have to worry, Robbie. I'll take good care of you and give you the best fruit I can offer you every day from now on. Eh? Before my mind registers what she's implying, Monica shoves me into the closet and slams the door shut. Ah. As I stumble to my feet, I hear some footsteps rustling fall by the sound of being dragged in front of the door. I'm trapped in the closet. When I said I wasn't gonna leave her, this isn't what I had in mind. Now it looks like I'm gonna share the same fate as Mark and Monica's parents. I suppose this is what I get for not being specific with my choice of words. Or just bad end 2, trapped in the closet. So the worst ending is she finds him in the room. We get the whole... Instead of getting the 3 choices, Monica immediately calls you out for being cruel and not understanding. As she should at that point in time. I mean... So... I'm considering what the choice was. And so... Alright, that was a pretty... So she talks you out with a blat, takes you prisoner. After a bit of arguing, she bludgeons you to death. Wow. She also reveals that she used the bat to take her father by surprise. Huh, okay, I mean, there's a... Yeah, I don't... Yeah, just from the whole out of character stuff in general. I never wanted that in there. Yeah. And honestly, alright, so that was a good mod. Again, aside from that one ending, but ignoring that, it was a pretty good mod with like some interesting deep dives into Monica's character, you know? It's interesting. I looking back, I can kind of see why you, like, the point and click things, just because it's like, oh, you're just going into rooms that there's like 2 locked rooms that you just never go into, so it's like, okay, and I feel like going into the rooms could easily be done with like, I went into this room with a scene transition, so yeah, I can understand why you coded that, why you got that out. The 2 locked rooms are part of the secret ending. Oh, okay. The character's at the window, but yeah, he didn't care. He just wanted to have more gore and scary stuff. I mean, there are better ways to achieve more gore and scary stuff than just, like, you know, having people be out of character. Like, it kind of limited me on certain things. Like, wait. So wait, what are the 2 rooms anyway? Yeah, tell that to him. So what are the 2 rooms anyway? Like... One is Natsuki's bedroom from another universe, the other is a guest bedroom. Oh, okay. Right, well then, next up is, I think Tainted Love? I think that's the next one in the whole anthology thing. Right? Or is it a different one that's next? Not anymore. Oh yeah, Tainted Love isn't in the Perfect World anthology. Ah. Well, no longer part of that. Okay then, well. I gotta pretend it doesn't exist. Hmm. I mean... The next one would be Wicked Witchcraft, technically. Oh, yeah, should I not play Tainted Love, or, like... I don't know, I kind of... Like, I've never played it, I want to understand, like, the... Like, what's actually in the mod, essentially, but, like... Hmm. I sadly won't be able to be here next week. Oh, okay. Um... Got something going on at that time. Ah, okay. Um... I'd almost rather be there if you do tackle Tainted Love. Okay. Um... Yeah, I will, probably. Like... Like, I really want to understand, like, I kind of get, like, I get, like, oh, there's no good ending, but, again, from what I hear, it's just the really simple, it's just, like, that critique is, like, the really simple, oh, no good ending? That means mod is bad now, type deal, instead of it being like, but no, there's, like, a lot of nuance to it, or something. So, I kind of wanted to understand, like, more about what the mod actually is, instead of just... Like, I don't automatically assume things. I mean, I'd hope I don't, but I try not to. So, people sent me literal death threats, which... No happy ending in a mod called Tainted Love. Which, even, like, in any scenario, like, what? Death threats? Jeez. Like, wow, that's far. That is not okay at all. Like, there's literally, like, better ways to air grievances. Like, does the term, like, constructive criticism just not exist in their minds or something? Like, they could just say in, like, a constructive review that, ew, and then, like, they'd be like, oh, thank you for the review. Should you play, like, Wicked Witchcraft next week, then? Oh, yeah, you know, to this day, people still straight up attack me about it. Like, it's literally just a mod and a game. Imagine being like, okay, I've been emotionally invested in stuff, but imagine being so emotionally invested in something that's like, oh, this isn't good. I know what a good idea is. Sending literal death threats to this person. Like, imagine that. Like, jeez, that's a bit much. Like, also, yeah, should I play Wicked Witchcraft next week then, or like so? Yeah, I'd say so, but yeah, he might need notes on it. Oh, okay. All right, so next. All right, so that's decided then. There's 9 different endings. That's probably the most endings out of any of these mods. Rocket Man wanted to make ST look like a joke. Are you talking about, like, Tainted Love in terms of that? Was there more interference, or, like, was there other stuff? Are you talking about, like, something else? I don't know. I sometimes lose track of, like... Oh, and endings! Sorry, just have brain farts sometimes. I wanted to do something even more, because... I mean, at that point, I'm wondering why he didn't just go all the way and go into the double digits. Have it be like 10 or 11 or something. Yeah. Oh well. Alright. 100 endings! I'd pay to see a DDLC mod with 100 endings. Like, don't even know how you'd fit all that in there. They have to be, like, really long. Because there's only so many endings I could think of. Okay. Well, then next week... I'll be playing... Next week I'll be playing Wicked Witchcraft, and then the week after that I'll be playing Tainted Love. You know, doing a deep dive in a nuanced way, you know, instead of just immediately assuming things like other people do. And, you know, hopefully I'll be there for the following week. Yeah, I hope so too. It's really nice talking to you and finding out more info about these games, even if the trivia is useless, quote unquote. Which, thank you for telling me all the stuff throughout this stream. Just, like, useless, quote unquote. But just thank you for, I guess, trusting me with the info or something. Like, I don't know if that's like, I don't know if there was, I don't know, just it just, yeah, thank you for at least listening. You're welcome. You're welcome. And then this Friday more, Let This Dream Be Forever. So, yep, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.